Do you believe racism exists?
Absolutely.
And where's your proof of that?
My proof?
Yes.
When was the last time you stepped inside of a prison?
About a year or two.
Okay. Where? Where was this prison at?
Up north.
Where?
Up in, I believe we were up in the Fresno area, somewhere over there.
How many black people did you see there?
A truckload. Everybody and their mama.
I think
Black.
I think that's every state.
Right.
I think that's a pure sign of racism to me.
That's your proof?
I think so.
Is your proof that blacks in prison, that's the proof of racism?
Yep.
Had they not done the crime, would they be doing the time?
Yeah, but it's bigger than the crime, my friend.
How is that?
Because it's all right. So, what I know about prison, and I have a lot of experience in
Right.
prison. Prison is a business, right?
Yeah, of
Okay,
course.
prison.
And it should be.
So when prison is a business, somebody has to fill these prisons because money needs to be made, correct?
Right.
Right. So like if you have a pig farm and you run out of pigs, what the fuck is going on? You got to go find some pigs, correct?
Right.
Okay. So when you have a prison and there's a fucking business, you have to find prisoners, correct?
Right.
Okay,
If
hold
they
on.
didn't
Let me,
do the crime-
hold up, let me finish.
Hold
Don't
on
you
a
cut
minute.
me off.
I'm
Do
asking
not
this
cut,
question.
hold up, don't ask me a question before I finish.
No, I'm asking you-
Zip,
I'm asking you- no, no, no.
zip it.
I asked
Listen,
you,
hold
you're
up,
not
I'm not
answering my question.
finished.
You're not answering my question.
I'm not finished.
If they
I'm
didn't
not,
do the
I'm not,
crime,
I'm not,
would they do
I'm not,
the-
I'm not,
if they didn't
I'm
do
not,
the-
I'm not,
If they didn't
I'm
do
not,
the crime,
I
would they do
am
the
not,
crime?
I'm not,
Why can't you
I'm
answer
not
the question? We don't have much time.
finished. So let me finish, and
Make
then
it
we
a
won't do this.
make it a
Hold
short-
up.
make
Yep,
it a
yep,
short
zip,
answer.
zip. Okay.
Make it a
So
short
what I'm
answer.
saying is, the prisons have to be filled, and somebody has to fill them. So if there are people in position of this country, and the majority of the people are black, that's a sign of racism to me.
So if they didn't do the crime, would they be doing the time?
How are the drugs brought into how are drugs, guns, and everything else brought into these areas? Why is this so prevalent in these areas and it's not in other areas? That's a question, because that immediately results in crime, into crime. Do you agree?
No.
You don't agree.
Uh-uh.
You don't agree that if we populate drugs, if we make drugs accessible right here and guns accessible right here to these people that don't have shit, that's not gonna increase crime?
That's not racism.
Why
It
not?
may-
How is
they may-
that not racism?
Because it doesn't exist. It's a
It doesn't
made-up
exist.
lie.
Racism does not exist.
It's a made-up lie. May I tell you why?
Amazing. Who is this guy? Like, what the hell? What the fuck am I at right now? What is this?
And so I grew up under the Jim Crow law. You ever heard of that?
Yes.
On
So,
a plant-
so that's not racism?
On a plantation.
Lord.
Born and raised on a plantation in Alabama.
Wow.
Not one time did anyone in my family pick up guns or take drugs or hate white people or blame anyone for their situation. And we grew up in a tin-roof home, outdoors bathroom. If that causes crime, why did I see it then?
Because maybe drugs wasn't made available over there.
No,
There's
they were
different
around.
things.
No, they were around.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and try to debate with you on what I believe, and I think a lot of people out there, hey guys, everybody, I think a lot of people is gonna agree that drugs and guns is gonna and poverty is going to enhance criminal behavior. It's just gonna promote it, right? So now, what I'm telling you is, how can you come from the Jim Crow, how can you come from a plantation and not believe that there is racism? Like, that's like fucking retarded to me. I don't even understand that shit.
Because it doesn't exist. It's a made-up lie by the children of the
Yo,
lie. So
you
let me ask
remind me
this.
of this officer that was in jail with me before that. He was an officer there.
Was he black?
And he was black, but he said that he wasn't black. He said he was actually French Canadian.
Oh,
Yeah.
so he really wasn't black.
No, he was black like you. He was black. I mean, are you black?
From a different country?
Are you black?
As the Ace of Spades.
So, I mean,
But let me ask you this. If these people who take these drugs and commit these crimes and do these things, if they had character, if they were men and women of character, would they be doing that?
Would they be doing what?
Killing and using drugs and things like that.
Listen, let me tell you something.
You're not answering that
No,
question.
I'm about to tell you something right now. Answer it right now.
You're not answering my
I am
question.
about to. Have you
You are
ever
not
seen?
answering the question.
Have you ever seen a drug addict?
Yeah.
Okay, drugs fuck people up. They turn
know that.
people into different shit.
Right.
So when you put drugs into play, it turns people into different people. Different
But
fucking
what's
things
wrong
start
with
working.
them before they take the drug that causes them to take drugs? What make them take
The same
drugs?
thing that's wrong with you, or the same thing that's wrong with me, or
What's
the same
that?
thing, or the same thing. If they seen it all their lives, if they seen it, if they seen people using drugs all their lives, then it becomes normal.
My
then
son
it becomes
grew up
normal.
in New York. My son grew up in New York. He lived
Your
around.
son is one person.
He lived around
Your
people
son
that
is
he
one
saw
person.
take drugs.
Your son
and
is
there
one
were
person.
people in his family on his mother's side who drank, who took drugs, who did all those things. He had friends going through school who did it. He never did it at all. He
That's
neither
one
drank,
person. That's
but so it's
one.
not
How
true.
can you judge a whole nation of people and a whole group of people by one person? That's fucking retarded.
If a man or a woman or a child had a man or woman of character, would they do drugs?
Yo, man, how you doing today?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Can you answer that? If they had character, if they were men or women of character.
I think I answered this like 30 times already, man.
Maybe I'm black
keep
and
on,
slow.
You're gonna
I'm
keep
listening.
on.
If they
You say
were,
you're black, you're slow. What did you say?
I'm black and slow, so it'll take me a little while. So
Amazing.
if men and women of character, would they do drugs or kill others if they had
What is
character?
explain of character? Explain that to me.
If they
What does that
loved
mean?
all people.
If they loved all people, would they take drugs?
Right.
I believe so.